So hot out, you guys. You have no idea. I'm slaving over this caliper. To get this done, I need to take this head off. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm disassembling this whole motor right now. My next step right now is to take off the serpentine belt along with the power steering pump. To remove your power steering pump, you're gonna have to remove the 3 13mm bolts holding it on behind the pulley. You're just gonna have to line up your socket to the bolt in between the pulley and then just go ahead and ratchet it off. That's one. Here, number 2. Let's go number 3. And here we go. And this one's a little longer than these 2. Come on. And the power steering pump will actually go in the trunk with all my other parts that I have back here. There we go. Now remember that this has power steering fluid in it, so you might want to either find a perfect bolt to fit that, or just position it somewhere it won't leak like I will be doing. So my back seat, my headlight, my intake, you know, stuff like that. And then I got back here, I got all my tools that I've been using. I got my fuel injectors that I need to send out and get clean. So I just went ahead and I actually took the fuel rail out of the intake manifold that goes into the head. Each and every single fuel injector stayed in their hole and pulled off the rail, no problem. Like literally this piece was on the fuel injector and it wasn't holding down. The only thing that was holding it together was the 2 bolts that were pushing it onto the fuel injectors. Yeah, so I definitely think I'm gonna be sending these things out. Each and every single one has nothing but dirt all around each and every distal tip. Like this one's pretty bad right there, but that's all on the O-ring. I got my thermostat manifold that I cleaned up and whatnot. I cleaned it up with some Dawn dish soap and yeah, so yeah. So I got my TIPM, by the way. Not even 12 o'clock and I got my TIPM. Which I'm pretty pumped because it only took 3 days to get to me because they sent it out Friday afternoon. I should be receiving my new coil packs from Modern Performance today also. Just, I haven't seen them yet. But I gotta take off my intake manifold, my exhaust manifold, separate my turbo from my manifold, and then somehow chalk the transmission block just so I can make sure this motor is supported. I'm gonna position that scissor jack underneath the transmission and the block where they both meet. So try to see if I can give you a better angle. Since the oil pan is removed, you can actually see a flat spot right there. That's where I'm gonna go ahead and put a little small 2x4 right there, and then I'm gonna put a scissor jack just to hold it up while I go ahead and take off this motor mount crank and then take out the timing cover and then take the timing chain off. Gonna do all that by this weekend. Give you guys an update. Just getting back to a few people, letting everybody know what's up. Alright, so I went ahead and I took off my oil pan, you can see, and my oil pump is right there. That's my oil pump chain, which is the smaller chain, the bottom chain, and you can see my tensioners and guides are still intact and they're still tight down here. Than that, I never had an oil light, so I'm assuming that I'd be good if I didn't go ahead and replace my oil pump. I don't know. What do you guys think? Got my scissor jack and my 2x4. I actually cut a little bit of my 2x4 so it would actually fit in there perfectly flat, so it wasn't at an angle. That's out of the way. We can go ahead and take off this pulley, which is a 16mm. just so that was on there. Let's see what it does when we pull it off. Let's pull it off all at once. Oh, oh! Look at that. Oh no, we're good. I thought it was junk. No, it's not that bad. You're gonna have to clockwise this one off so you can get the pulley off. So let's try this. There we go. Wasn't that hard. Just keep going at it, it'll come out. This is where I wish I had a 16mm ratchetable. Yep. There we go. Mind you, that sits in there. Go ahead and take your pulley out. Keep on dropping stuff. There you go. I'm just going ahead and ripping my motor apart and not doing any much video other than Snapchatting, which I normally do. And I just want you guys to go ahead to the bottom description of this video and add me on Snapchat. That way you guys can follow everything I do to this caliber before I go ahead and make a video. But I want to get into this, you guys. This is my flapper that goes right here. Alright, I told you guys in the video it broke. Now I went ahead and took it out, and you can see just got that little tab. The other tab is this right here. Take some needle nose pliers, go ahead and take that, pull it right out. Don't lose that, guys. Alright, now that we have the serpentine tensioner out, we can go ahead and what should be next? I guess we can go ahead and make sure the block is stable with my scissor jack, and I can go ahead and loosen these bolts to this mount so I can go ahead and start working on removing the timing chain. With the turbo, I'm gonna have to wait a little while because that bolt that holds that brace from the bottom of the turbo to the back of the block, there's one bolt that I can't get off, so I used some PB Blaster to hopefully penetrate it overnight. I saturated the whole turbo because, you know, it's all gonna be coming apart eventually anyway, so PB Blaster. I want to also point out to all the new guys that have never taken out this mount, this is a nut that ends up falling once you go ahead and loosen this bolt enough, so just watch out for that so you don't lose it. I went ahead and took out the 3 main bolts that were holding it on, and I took your main bolt out here, and then there was one here and one here, which I haven't taken out yet. And normally you would have another one right there, but mine was broken off, so I just went ahead and put some RTV for the vibration, and there you go, it's all opened up. For those of you that have never taken off your wastegate actuator, there is a cotter pin being held in this little hole right here, and this piece right here would normally be pushed down here, but I can't get back down. And I already loosened my 2 bolts back here. You guys can see there's one here, there's one here. Anyways, but I popped mine up off there already. Right, that should happen. Let's go ahead and loosen those. This one's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but you can get to it. Just go ahead and push that line out of the way just a little bit so you can get a socket in there. Go ahead and take that out. There you go. There's your wastegate actuator. By the way, there are 2 coolant lines that go to the back of the turbo, and here's one. I ended up putting this over here but that is one of them, and this is the bolt that goes through there. Do not lose these 2 copper rings. And this is the bottom of the turbo, and that's the other line. So I already have 1 bolt back into the turbo. I'm going to put the other one in there. There we go. Now I have to go ahead and take this oil drain tube off and take this bolt off right here, but I'm not going to do it from here. I'm just going to pull this tube off the back of the block when I pull the turbo up, because those are dangerous looking. By the way, there's a little black plastic tab that's holding these coolant lines on with this bolt. This bolt goes right through this. So I just want to let you guys know this is part 1 of part 2 or part 3. I haven't really decided yet on how long this process is going to take, but I'll let you guys know it is going to be a couple videos, maybe possibly 3. But for you new viewers and subscribers, smash the like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and until next time guys, be easy, stay tuned, peace.